Hey guys, I'm Marie D, and today I'm talking about how I became a millionaire in less than 2 years on OnlyFans. This is my YouTube channel, Marie D Creator Advice. If this is your first time seeing my videos, welcome. I am a creator on OnlyFans, Fansly, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just about anywhere you can post content, I'm posting content there. So it's good to meet you if this is your first time, and if you are not a first time viewer of mine, welcome back. It has been a little while. I've definitely been slowing down on my creator advice just a little bit because my spicy content is doing so well and my businesses are growing. But I did want to do a video just to check in with all my creator cuties and say hi, talk about a couple life updates, and give a just general summary of my journey so everyone can kind of understand where I come from better. And we're just gonna get right into it. First and foremost, I do want to say that I run a creator advice blog. It is $11 to see all of my information, all of my advice, and all of my journey. After 3 months of starting, I had made over $100,000, and that's when I started my blog. So it's from then to now, in 2022 to now in 2024. Whenever you're watching this, I just keep adding advice to it. So make sure you check that out. I'll definitely put the link below. It's just Marie D Creator Advice on Fansly. I do keep the blog on Fansly, and I do make it $11 just so that I'm compensated for my time and dedication that I've made to writing the blog, and also because it is an explicit blog, so you'll see my nudes and stuff like that, just because like I give you free access to my OnlyFans. I give you everything I'm doing, like the nitty gritty. So you even get a free PPV example if you're a creator and you sign up for my blog. So you can claim that very easily once you go to my blog, and hundreds of posts and talking videos about how I did what I did. So in today's video, like I said, we're just gonna be talking about my journey, why I started OnlyFans, and how I became a millionaire and became a successful creator whenever so many can fail on OnlyFans, and what I think set me apart and what I'm doing right now to keep my businesses booming, because they are. I now have 4 employees, well 5 employees, but one of them is my nanny for my kids and she is my employee, but 4 employees for my content. I have 2 assistants, a videographer and a photographer full-time, which is my husband, and I have a YouTube editor. I have smaller employees that just work for me contractually as well for little things I need here and there, but overall, like, it's just crazy. I never thought I would be a business owner, and you know, I obviously have a small team of 4 people, but it's more than I could have ever imagined. So let's go back to March of 2022 when I opened my OnlyFans. In March of 2022, I did make the decision to start OnlyFans with the help and guidance of my husband. Neither of us have ever done anything like this. I had never even filmed myself having sex before OnlyFans, much less have an entire freaking library and menu of my videos like that. We both decided it because, quite frankly, we were broke and living paycheck to paycheck. I was working at my dad's business, which is where I'm at right now. I still work here and help out when I can, and I rent an office here. I'm still part of the team, and as much as I can be, and I always will support this business as well, because I do believe in it too, and I'll make another video about that because it has to do with real estate investing, and that's how I invest my money. So anyways, March 2022, I was broke. I had just had my second baby. The business here was at risk of being closed down. I was getting paid an entry-level salary and working over 40 hours a week, as my husband was. We both worked here. I had no time to really spend with my kids. I had about $1,000 in savings, and I just knew something had to change. Although I was in such a fortunate situation and I did have job security, which I'll forever be grateful for, there was definitely a harsh realization whenever one day our house was literally falling apart and I just simply could not afford to fix it. We just couldn't. So we're like, let's try this. I love modeling. I've modeled in the past, nothing nude or anything, but I did do some modeling like in college, right? So I'm 27. I'm like, I did do some modeling in college. My husband loves photography. He loves the camera. He's so supportive. He's like, we're both comfortable with each other. What do you think about starting OnlyFans? I was like, I'm open to it. I've always grown up with an open mind and like not judging others. I grew up with an extremely open mind, and I've always been one to feel like women should feel empowered by taking control back of their own bodies and what they want to do with them. And in this day and age, that includes what you want to show on the internet, and you can use that as leverage to earn money and build a company for yourself and do a lot of other things with the money you earn. So anyways, I was always open-minded about it. So we basically started off as a very soft OnlyFans page. I was just posting lingerie pictures. I would sell topless, PPV, stuff like that. And my first month, I was able to make a few $1,000s right off the bat. So I was really grateful for that. Then I had a viral TikTok of me doing a transformation from busted to pretty, right? Popped off. At the end of the first 3 months, I ended up making over $100,000. So it was really, really great. My biggest month was $47,000 during those first 3 months. That was amazing. The months following that were really good too. I made about $25,000 a month stably. It was very simple, very easy to do. I didn't have any help though, so I was quickly drowning in all of my work. Because of that, I didn't put any effort into my social media. I didn't have a lot of accounts. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't have certain things. I just had my TikTok channel and my Instagram, and I was ready to go. So as time went on, I realized that there's a pattern to becoming successful on OnlyFans, and that pattern is becoming successful on social media. So if you look at my other videos, which you really should if you're watching this one, because this one's just a brief summary of what I do, my channel is essentially all about how to grow on social media, because growing on social media means growing on your subscription pages. So don't forget that. That is why I am so obsessed with social media, and that is why I have so many accounts, and that is why most of my marketing tactics, if you go on my blog, are gonna have to do with social media rather than OnlyFans itself. Now, don't get me wrong, being a really great content creator specifically on OnlyFans has led me to where I am today. I make anywhere from $130K to over $200,000 a month now, and I'm a multi-millionaire because of OnlyFans mainly. I do have Fansly and another website called Slushy, and then Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all those platforms pay me for my safe for work content as well. So I have multiple streams of income. I also have investments that I do, now that I'm 29, I'm being more serious about my money, and I have 5 different investment platforms, including just investment banking, stocks and bonds, and most importantly, multifamily real estate, which I'm passively invested in. If you guys want to learn more about how I personally invested in multifamily real estate, just comment below and let me know. I don't have anything to sell you. Like, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, welcome to my real estate, no. I can just share with you the experience and why I did it. Moving on. So back in the day when I wasn't making quite that much, I realized I needed to step it up. So I branched out into different social medias. That meant that I wanted to start new social media accounts on places like Facebook, YouTube, new TikTok accounts, and everything like that. And that's whenever I started my niche that I created on my own, and now a bunch of other girls do too, called Office Crush. So once my Office Crush took off in the middle of 2023, I was about a year into my OnlyFans journey, I officially drowned. So if you really want to see what I'm talking about, the account that helped me earn over $100,000 a month, just go to my Instagram account at Marie Office Crush. And that's kind of where it all started. And from there, I was able to cultivate my platform and start new accounts with different niches, including just try-on accounts, cute, sexy selfie accounts, lingerie modeling accounts, 4K video accounts, whatever niche of content that I was creating, I made an account for it. That was a huge, huge reason for my success to this day. Because one thing about this industry is that you can't just be like, oh, I went viral, I'm good. No, you have to learn a new way to go viral every week, every day. And that's what I do. So I hired my first assistant in the middle of last year. I just hired another assistant about 2 months ago to help me post on my social media accounts. This way I can focus on creating. Any big business owner will tell you they are not alone in their success. They're only able to focus on the things that make their business successful because they hire help and they delegate. That's what real bosses do. So that's what I did, okay? So now I've delegated so much so that I can stick to personally messaging my subscribers, creating content, planning collaborations, going on collaboration trips, all sorts of different marketing tactics just to bring people into my subscription page. Now, one thing I want to talk about too is my level of explicitness to my content from 2022 to 2024. My content is a lot more explicit now. I do full-on adult content on my page. I only work with my husband when it comes to any of my boy-girl explicit content. And then I do have a couple of creators who are my very close friends that I will make girl-on-girl content with, which is a lot of fun too. But the most important content on my page personally is my boy-girl that I make with my husband. And making these videos is a lot of fun. It's been really, really fun for me in my marriage. So just remember, there's gonna be 1,000,001 people judging you, but do what is right in what makes you happy in your life and what makes you successful. I wake up every day and I actually really enjoy my job. And I'm lucky to say that because whenever I was working in an office, I had really, really bad depression and I was so anxious that my hair was literally falling out, had so many health problems because of my anxiety of being away from my kids. Now I can spend so much time with my kids. I actually just bought us a new big ass beautiful Texas home. So I'm so proud of us for that. And that's our dream home, that's our forever home. And I couldn't have done it without OnlyFans. So that's kind of a little bit about my journey, and that's a little bit about my channel that you'll see here, is that it's mainly gonna focus on social media because I've used social media to climb to the top. Now, while I'm not making like $1 million or something a month like some of these industry porn creators, I am making a substantial amount of income a month while not having to work in the porn industry, if that makes sense. So yes, I do create sex tapes and stuff, but I create my videos when I want to in a setting that I am comfortable with and with my own male partner or one of my close friends if I want to make girl-girl content. So that is an advantage to the way I have my life and my business set up, is that I can keep my version of my morals as far as only having sex and sharing that boy-girl sex with my husband and sharing my girl-on-girl experiences with my friends. As long as my husband is comfortable with it, which yeah, he's comfortable with it. We're good there. But this is what I want to talk about as well, is that I call myself a wholesome porn star because I am a wife and mother first, and I really don't care what people think of me or judge me for because I know who I am as a person and the life I'm living and the level of happiness and success I'm experiencing. When people talk down to me or judge me, I just think it says a whole lot about them because I've encountered several haters in my life in real time. It was two men, basically two different circumstances, and both of them essentially are addicted to porn. Their projections onto me and judging me for doing porn were really, uncovered and turned out to be just their own lack of self-control when it comes to porn. So looking for someone else to blame, right? I'm doing a profession that has been going on for thousands of years. I'm the bad person for doing it, even though if I wasn't doing it, there's millions of other people doing it. It wouldn't stop the cause or do anything to stop this so-called issue of porn, which is a whole other debate in itself. But what I'm saying is, whenever you make a decision to live this life and do this life, with any career, you have to go at it full blown. You have to take it seriously. It is a profession. You have to have a business mindset. You need to study marketing. You need to study sales tactics. You need to work on your communication. You need to work on how you interact with your subscribers. You need to work on how you interact with people in real life to get, collaborations if you want to work with other social media people. So this is a profession just like any other ones. And luckily, I chose a profession that made me a millionaire in less than 2 years. Not a lot of things can do that for you. And for this reason, I have really been focusing on my investments. I am not going to be humble for a second. I'm really a smart person. And I know how to set myself up because I'm aware that I can't make sex tapes the rest of my life, and nor would I want to. So I am setting myself and my family up for success and investing, and I love my content. If you haven't seen it yet, you really should. It's really cute. It's intimate, it's homemade, there's no production, this is literally just a glimpse into my private life. And I think that's what people love. They're like, oh, I see this girl with over 1 million followers on Instagram. I wonder what she does in the bedroom at night. That's the strategy that worked for me. Now, there are gonna be other more successful people who don't even bother with social media as much if they're in the porn industry because they don't need to. And I respect that just as much. But on this channel, you're gonna hear about how social media is a make or break for your paid subscription spicy businesses. So make sure you check out my other videos. That's kind of a little glimpse of how I became a millionaire on OnlyFans in less than 2 years. After my first viral video, I just realized I needed to get more creative, hopped onto Office Crush, hopped onto lingerie modeling, hopped onto trying on videos. Once I mastered social media is whenever I truly started that consistent $130,000 to $200,000 a month income. And by the way, yes, I pay a lot of motherfucking taxes. It's the worst. Tax season makes me sick to my stomach, but I am not going to jail and I love living in America. So I am happy to pay those taxes. So anyways, just so you guys know, there's going to be a whole other financial advice video, but I just wanted to remind you guys of my journey from nothing. I did not even have any social media following prior to this, and I just really focused on that. After learning a formula that worked once, people say, you know, one hit wonder, that was not gonna be me. I recalculated, reformulated, and thought of new niches, thought of new video ideas, thought of a bunch of other stuff to post on social media, and I improved my content. I improve it every time. I either look better, I either have better filming equipment, I have better lighting, I have more people on my team. I improve it every single time, and it's going to be better and better. And that's something I like about myself as well, is that I see these big creators and their content is the same as it was when they started 3 years ago. For me, looking at my content 6 months ago versus now, you're gonna be like, holy shit, she stepped it up. I take a lot of pride in my content. My sex tapes are always gonna be real, raw, and genuine though. And that's what has worked for me. And I really enjoy making those and sharing those because they are super personal, intimate, and raw and real. And these are just things that have worked for me. That's kind of my journey on how I became a millionaire, on why I think I can give advice on the subject. So now that you've seen this, go check out my other videos. I have different subjects broken down in my YouTube. And then the best way to see my real industry secrets, like including like my exclusive content that I actually post on OnlyFans, is gonna be my creator advice blog. So if you go to mariedcreatoradvice.com or just fansly.com/mariedcreatoradvice, either or, just click the link below. You're gonna get a lot of advice. Just be aware, I don't have the capacity to do question and answer on there anymore, but there are still ways to connect with me on there if you need to. And you have a ton of benefits. Like you get access to my OnlyFans, you get access to a PPV for free. So that's over $50 value in some cases. And it's just, you get a lot of stuff. So don't forget about that. It's only 11 bucks, has all my advice from the minute I went viral to now. So you'll be able to see that evolution, and you'll be able to see what worked at different stages of my OnlyFans career to now, where I make almost $200,000 a month consistently, and I'm a multimillionaire, invested in different things, still bringing the bucks, 4 employees, and a new house coming, which nobody knows about but you guys. Let's hope it goes through, because if not, it's gonna be like, so anyway. But anyways, you guys, I love sharing my personal insights and thoughts with you. I really hope this video, you know, kind of just recapped my journey. If you are a consistent subscriber to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, I hope you're able to kind of see why I call myself a wholesome porn star, and why I believe in my journey and my mission, and why I think that what I have done has worked, and it continues to work, but not just because it works, because I change it up. One thing that's always gonna happen in life is change. So you gotta be ready for that too. You gotta change, you gotta find new ways to go viral, you gotta find new styles of content, you gotta find new ways to improve your content, you gotta do all that. Also, if you're feeling discouraged because like maybe you're not a 21-year-old or an 18-year-old on OnlyFans, I'm 29, I'm turning 30 in October, and I am one of the top earning creators on OnlyFans, and I don't do big time porn collaborations, anything like that. So you can do it at any age. One of my best friends is 40, over 35, you know, 50. I know a 50-year-old creator who is just killing it. So don't let any weird expectations about us women, because we do have a lot, don't let any of that stop you. Go for it. I support you. And if you need more advice, I'm your girl. I'll see you guys on the next one.